Okay, so let's try another one of these. Usual settings, right? So, world map, 10 minutes per round, no moving, panning, and zooming allowed. So, got plenty of time to try to get these accurate. Okay, so you can see there the stereotypical US mailbox. Um, almost assured that this is the United States once you see one of those. Car with US style license plate, you can see that they're shorter than European ones. Okay, so looking around here, this is kind of your uh, typical US foliage, right? You know, that this is not a hot climate. Uh, it's also not particularly cold. We know this is, for instance, not Alaska. Um, okay, so we look at our position here. We have 18th and Jefferson. Um, Notice Jefferson is 1800, indicating the kind of addressing system that we have here. Okay, that's actually unusual in the United States, seeing a non-functioning traffic light. Um, okay, Razorback Stadium. So those of us in the U.S., that are familiar with sports, we know that this is somewhere near the University of Arkansas, which is in Fayetteville, Arkansas, upper left corner. Okay. And then we look for this 18th Street, right? Um, hmm. Yeah, okay. On the south side, there are numbered streets. There's 19th Street. Um, there's 15th Street. Um, now, hmm. Wait, learn to fly Texarkana flight training 304. Let's see, Texarkana is vaguely in the same area, right? It's on the border between Texas and Arkansas. 304 looks incorrect for the area, although, that's becoming increasingly common as phone numbers move with their owners around the country. Um, Also, I'm not sure exactly where 304 is, so, uh, but, ah, Arkansas High School. Okay, so it's not the University of Arkansas that it's the sign was for, right? That this means that that we probably then are in fact in Texarkana, Arkansas High School being used to differentiate from the high school in Texas, probably. Um, okay, so that makes more sense that we can find an 18th Street. Yeah, there's 9th. Yeah, here it's the north side that has the numbered streets. That's not unusual in the U.S. for the streets to be numbered in one half of town. um, okay, so there's 18th Street. We look for Arkansas High School. Uh, yeah, there it is. Okay, so we were at 18th. There's the 18th and Jefferson is the stoplight. Okay, then we return to start. We still have 5 minutes and 43 seconds left to get a good score. Okay, so we're in the middle of this block. We're at So we were on Linden at 18th, middle of the block. That should be good enough. Yeah, 1 meter off. Okay, so 5,000 points. Oh, so okay, so we go to the next round. This is in Europe. From the blue sign there. There's those brown informational signs next to there. Um, Multilingual. Something gate of the 18th century. We have. Okay, so this is uh, not easy to read. Let's see. Elbay's complex or of military history. Customs gate of the 18th century. Okay, so they're all bilingual. Um, that there's Cyrillic lettering. Um, I've seen those signs I've seen before. Those are in Russia. Uh, it's interesting that there are QR codes on the sign. Can't imagine that you can read those going by in a vehicle. Um, so let's see. Um, is there anything else on there? Um, hmm. Sergio Donskoy, or wait, is it Svetodonskoy um, monastery? Hmm. Okay, so there's stop. That's a typically Russian sign. Um, okay, so looking at this landscape, they're Soviet apartment building, tall. Um, you know, Typically, their apartment buildings have standard designs with 5 and 9 stories. This is taller than that. Um, so this is probably a larger city, right? Um, let's see. Actually, that building, it's not necessarily a Soviet design looking at it. It may be modern. Um, okay, there's more of those signs. Okay, Staro-Cherkassk history. Okay, Cherkassk means that's the name of a minority ethnic group from the Caucasus. Um, there's some sources will refer to them as Circassians. Um, so that's in the area around Stavropol and Krasnodar. Um, and there's also the Karachayevo uh, Cherkessia region, which is where Mount Elbrus is, and there's Cherkesk. So that's going to be sort of a guess as to where we are, right? We have Gorodskoy Park, um, Starocherkasky Muzej Zapovednik. Um, okay. Hmm. All right. So let's see. The taxi just says professional. Um, yeah. So this is a skill that I recommend anyone, playing this game pick up is to learn the Cyrillic alphabet. Um, that you'll be able to remember signs. It's the big part. Okay, and we have Ruskia Bunny, right? That's um, these advertising signs once in a while will have addresses on them, which will confirm which town you're in. Oh, there's another one of those brown signs. Uh, Complex of military history. Um, There's Customs Gate of the 18th century again. Let's see. Yeah, you can see in the Cyrillic there maybe Voyano Historicheski complex. Um, so if you can read Cyrillic often, you can actually read things that are in words borrowed from Western languages. Um, okay. Looks like this area is relatively well off. It's not really what I would expect for the Caucasus, except maybe in Sochi. Um, Gazprom Station, 1650. um, let's see, bus shelters occasionally might give you something. That one doesn't. It looks like. Um, so I have 3 minutes and 45 seconds left, and I have Cherkesk marked on here, so that's our and we don't need to actually guess it since this is a standard round. It will at the end of the 10 minutes it will automatically uh, choose that position. Um, let's see, Mayak. um, hmm, Polmaster. Polstavin stuff. Polstavi Automatica. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed, Russia often has these phone numbers that start with 8 and have 10 digits. Um, let's see. Domian.ru, right? Um, let's see. X period Bolshoi log Ulitsa Sovietskaya. Okay. So this Bolshoi log, uh, that is often a place. I'm not familiar with the X dot prefix, but that sometimes names for uh, towns. The most common one is G. Uh, I guess here I'm calling it X. That it's. I think the letter is called Ha, right? Like a Greek chi letter. Um, yeah, and for those of you learning Cyrillic, if you've have a math background or something like that, it has a nearly complete copy of the Greek alphabet in it. Um, and so you can, you're if you know the Greek alphabet, you're already a large part of the way to learning Cyrillic. Some of the letters look different from in Greek. For instance, the equivalent of eta, which is pronounced e, looks like a backward n in Cyrillic. Um, yeah, taxi. Yeah, they're. Oh, is that like a? That must be like a short code for texting. Um, yeah, there's another one of those 10-digit phone numbers. Um, yeah, or there's one on that sign. Uh, something to look up at some point might be, how exactly these things work, because, figuring out where you are in Russia is a big difficulty in this game, right? Because if you just, yeah, this is Bolshoi Log. Okay, the place that was on that sign. All right. So where is Bolshoi Log? So from the signs, we suspect that this is in the North Caucasus somewhere. Ah, okay. So we were actually quite distance off with Cherkessk. That it's actually in near Rostov-na-Don. There's Staro-Cherkesskaya. Yeah, so the ethnicity must have existed in this area before the Cossacks took over. So it was on the edge of this place, Aksai, and there's Bolshoi Log. All right, so next round, 378 kilometers off, so not a great score on that round. Okay, landed building for sale. Um, Terrace Real Estate. Oh, 250-635-9184. That is a North American style phone number, and 250 I know is in British Columbia, and I think 604 is Vancouver. 250 I think is regionally distinct from that. That this is not around Vancouver. Also, Terrace is a town in northern British Columbia. So um, let's see if that's correct. Then it should be like a pretty Nordic sort of environment, which, yeah, it looks like it. There's birches, conifers, that, yeah, and the big mountains. Um, yeah, so I think that terrace then indicates that we are, in fact, okay. Yeah, so on the coast of British Columbia, here's Vancouver. This is called Vancouver Island. This island is called Haida Gwaii. Um, that's actually more than one island, but um, okay. So then Terrace is near Prince Rupert, at the southern end of the Alaska Panhandle. Um, we can see it's quite inland up. This is what is that? The Stikine River, or I think that's which river that is. Um, let's see. So preliminarily, like we're in Terrace. Um, okay, let's look at, yeah. So I would say that we're likely to be inland here. Although in British Columbia the mountains come right up to the Pacific Ocean, uh, and drop off dramatically. That's common of any place in North America on the west coast north of San Francisco. Um, okay, so north is that way. Uh, which way do I think might have some additional clues as to location? Um, Evergreen Pub and Grill, um, for sale. Notice that this is a 604 number, so we um, what I said about that phone numbers are sometimes out of area. Um, okay. Um, let's see. Reunion Hotel RV Park. Okay. We've got 6 minutes left to look around. Oh, this place has both Canadian and U.S. flags. Uh, maybe they're trying to confuse GeoGuessr players. Um, okay. Hmm. 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Anything else on the? There's the back of the sign. It's not two-sided. There's a mine, or a quarry, right? Quite typical thing to find. Ooh, railroad tracks. Yeah, those are quite unusual for a fairly remote area like this. DriveBC.ca. Um, Again, we know we're in British Columbia. Okay, so there's water there, right? Um, yeah, so I'm thinking this is maybe one of the roads out of town. Oh, the Skeena River is okay. It's not the Stikine River. Um, okay, so I'm thinking, yeah, this is probably the 16 through Terrace. I think that's what's called the Yellowhead Highway, and yeah, there it's called the Yellowhead Highway. Um, yeah, so it's probably on either end of town. Um, this side looks about right. Um, let's see. Um, so that's north. That's east. Um, Actually, that does not look like it's going into town. Looks like it's going out of town, right? So then, um, let's see. So that would mean that town is. Wait, sorry. No, this is north. West is on the left of north. So this is east. Okay, so we are on this side of town. Um, okay. So let's see the businesses on here. We have Haryana's Column Rainbow Inn, Wild Duck Motel and RV Park. Okay, we saw that earlier. Yeah, so it is this side of town. Let's return to start and see if we can get the location down. Okay, Terrace Real Estate. Wait, that sign there. Evergreen Inn. Is that on the... Let's see, there's Rainbow Inn, Mumford's Beer House and Grill, um, Skeena Sawmills, Comfort Inn, for those of you familiar with North American businesses, that's a, corporate sort of motel. There's a Canadian Tire. Okay, so this is probably too close to town over here. Uh, yeah, yeah, so I think this stretch is still correct, right? And then, so the Skeena River should be over on this side, which it is. Um, I'm wondering if maybe some of these businesses have changed since Evergreen Pub and Grill. Hmm. See, there's the sign for Wild Duck Motel and RV Park. Okay, so it's on this side. Um, okay, there's the house. Oh, here. Yeah, Highway 16, that's correct. And Earl. Okay, so we can look for Earl. There's Earl. Oh, it has here on the sign it's EARL, and then on here it's EARLE. So there's an error someplace in the. Okay, so there's Evergreen Pub and Grill is called Mumford's Beer House and Grill here, and Mumford's Lodge is the small motel here. Um, there's probably this is a remote area. There's higher motel business than average probably. Um, right. So we return to start again. Um, so that's White River Helicopters. Ooh, yeah, there's parked right in the parking lot. See, like this is another thing that is probably like being in a remote area. Okay, so we can probably, let's see, let's just returning to start. Yeah, yeah. So it's right there. Oh yeah, there's the Yellowhead helicopters. Yep, 25 meters. So so we have two perfect rounds and one that was not that good, and then round four, uh, Cafe Jubilee. Okay, so this looks somewhat like a Southern European sort of landscape. Um, Lots of boats. Um, let's see, paparazzi clubhouse, palms. So if it's in Europe, it's sort of in the deep south. Um, okay, so we have these places. Healthline cereal treats. Um, hmm. With the amount of English on signs, that I'm thinking if this is in Southern Europe, it has to be a very touristy sort of area, so much so that it tends to displace the local language on signs. Um, Caution, this is a private road. Hmm. On the other hand, like this, so Manuel Island. Oh, miym.com.mt. Okay, so this is a strange thing here. Let's see, is Malta empty? Um, or is Montserrat empty? I think Malta is empty. Um, Also, this can't be Montserrat because Montserrat is a tiny little island which was mostly destroyed by a volcano in 1994. I think there are only a few thousand people left in the island. Um, so let's see. So in Malta, you're probably in or near Valletta if it looks like this, right? Um, in fact, this is a very nice sort of harbor. Um, if we found any signs in Maltese, which that would, Maltese is a very strange language. It's almost like we're stuck in a photosphere here because you doesn't want to go anywhere. Oh, there it goes. Okay, we can look over at this side. Ah, see there, Pugizia. Uh, www.polizia.gov.mt. So I think Rapid Intervention Unit. Oh, so maybe these are the guys with the guns, right? Like they have a lot of countries have sort of two-tiered policing, like where the ordinary officers that you run into, they can certainly arrest you and things like that, but they're unlikely to shoot you and may not even have any guns. And then if there's a tough situation, they call back up. I've seen that in person in Seoul. They have, or at least they had at the time, in 1998. Um, they had police in blue and black uniforms, indicating which kind they were in. Like the blue uniform guys were sort of the normal contacts. Okay, so we've got palms. Um, yeah. Now the next question is, the main harbor in Malta has these huge forts on it. I've seen a beautiful image of that from there, where there was actually a warship parked in the harbor in the 2011 European intervention in the Libyan revolution. News photo, it was taken from above. Um, Trying to think if as I remember, drone photography was fairly uncommon in 2011. It may have been taken, okay, from an aircraft. Yeah, so I think there's only one big urban area in Malta, so um, that we may actually have to be in it, which means that we would be, 10 kilometers off or so if we already. Um, yeah, but yeah, Malta has so much English on signs that, it may not be immediately apparent that you are not in Britain. Also, you'll notice here that, advertise here from only €1 daily, which, of course, that means that you are not in the UK, although we know that from the palm trees, that it will be quite a while before global warming makes Britain look like this. Um, okay, Topsy kiosk takeaway. Um, okay, how do we get something with a more precise location? Um, we certainly have tons of business names, which, then you'd have to search through the map and find it. Um, uh, Also, I'm that often in European landscapes, street names are shockingly hard to find. Um, but yeah, maybe the appearance of the harbor is useful. Um, in Valletta, this side has the big fort here. Oh yeah, there's Fort Manuel. Yeah, I think we saw that earlier actually as a name on something. Yeah, so if I return to start, um, hmm. So let's see. This is a narrow little channel. There's the marina there. Oh, here, Maida Yacht Marina. This looks about right, actually. Uh, there's also marked on here Msida Police Station, which would explain why there were those police cars. Um, yeah, here, Piazza I5 to Otubro. Um, so, yeah, it's closer to there probably. Um, let's see, yeah, so there's the end of the marina. Let's see, Paparazzi 29 Clubhouse. Um, hmm. Okay, that business doesn't seem marked here. Um, so if this is correct, then, oh, by the way, are we, okay, so it looks like that's north. Um, okay, the orientation is wrong here. Um, there's Manuel Island Yacht Marina. Um, Oh, that, yeah, Cinnabon. There was a Cinnabon on that street. Um, yeah. So this means that we are on the island with Fort Manuel. Um, yeah, Tric il Forte Manuel. Yeah, that il in that's in a Maltese name. Il is that Maltese is a very strange form of Arabic, and so that corresponds to al in Arabic, meaning the. Okay, yeah, this does look about right for the entrance to the island, right? There's um, yeah, 20 meters off. Okay, yeah. So next round, uh, let's see, buildings that all look alike. Um, yeah, this doesn't. Okay, here there's a license plate that's long, European style, and has a blue bar on the left side, which most European license plates have. Um, so this is in Europe. Um, although there's a yellow license plate. Um, so, uh, 16 Sandfield Road, which, clearly is an address in English. Okay. Um, so, um, this is, probably in the UK somewhere, right? Well, um, hmm. Yeah, these sort of, housing estates where everything looks alike, are fairly common in Britain. Um, okay, so if we can get outside onto a street, we might find something that tells us more about where we are. Um, okay, there's Britain has these white signs with this typeface. Um, so this you also see similar signs in Ireland, although the ones in Ireland are often bilingual in Irish. Um, Butler Street West. Um, Bradford and something NHS. Okay, Bradford is in northern England. That here's Liverpool and Manchester in the angle above Wales, and then that there's a ridge here. Then the other side is what's referred to as Yorkshire, and Bradford and Leeds are the largest urban area in Yorkshire. Um, okay, so we're probably not in the center of Bradford looking at this landscape, which in the center of Bradford, it's the sort of place where there's probably, big Victorian buildings, Leeds city center. Okay. Um, so this is A647 at this, wait, there, yeah, there it is, A647. Um, there's a roundabout. There are lots of those in England, so, that, we may need more evidence to figure out where it is. We have 6 minutes and 43 seconds left, so we can get a pretty good score, probably. Supporting Bradford in Bloom, Lubda Foods Limited. Um, let's see, Leeds A647, Thornbury 1.5. There's A647 again. City Center that way. So that means that here, looking south, Leeds is on the left, Bradford is on the right. That's correct. Um, okay. So that gives us a vague idea of where on A647 we could be. Let's see, on the map it appears that it's, when you zoom in, it's not consistently labeled as A647. Yeah, so this, we have A6110 over here. So this is probably this part of this ring road. There's a roundabout there. There was that facility that said Bradford NHS, that's the National Health Service. So that might be, building with an onion dome. That could be a mosque, actually, that, Bradford is actually known for having a large population from Pakistan. Let's see, city center, 3 minutes, bicycle, C. Wait, I can get closer to that sign and read it more. Back up. Cycle superhighway, city center, 3 minutes, C. SI? Okay, maybe not. Barker End Road. Okay. So we can look on, looks like that roundabout is incorrect. Let's see, that one has Pudsey Road. Don't think it's that one. Woodhull. Leeds Road. Leeds Old Road. Akbar's. Okay. Let's see, how do we find the... Okay, we have 3.5 minutes left to, try to nail this down. Okay. Yeah. I've thought about doing these at a, with a shorter time limit, and, that certainly has its uses. Certainly these are very unlike playing the Battle Royale rounds, where you have, 90 seconds or something like that to identify a place. Let's see, the places around here are referred to as Pudsey, right, in the business names. That's common in England for there to be very local terms for parts of cities. Let's see, Barker End Road. What happens if I return to start? Yeah. So we end up back in the housing estate. There's an overpass. Yeah, going back to start may not have been the best move, actually. Wait, there's the sign for the medical facility again, possibly. Hillside Bridge Healthcare Center. Yeah, so this is the same spot. Oh wait, Barker End Health Center. Okay, so that, remember that place, Barker End, yeah. So this is A6177 Killing All Road. So it's closer to this Barker End Health Center. Oh, there's Barker End. Yeah. So where is Barker End Road? See, this is the A647. Okay, so yeah, so Leeds Road it could be. Um, okay, so the A road continues this way, then that's A650, yeah, 6181, yeah, so let's see, there's a roundabout with Barker End Road and Hillside Bridge Healthcare Center. 21 seconds left, so um, yeah, I think I'm going to guess this roundabout for now. And then if we, hmm, yeah, ah, other end of Barker End, it turns out. Yeah, so it must have been that roundabout. Um, yeah, there's Barker End Road there, B6381. Yeah, see Islamic Essentials, Raoul Kebab House. Yeah, it is a, yeah, oh, that must have been Jamia Tabligh Islam Mosque, Barker End Road. That must have been the mosque that we saw. So, not a bad game.